Hello there beautiful people, it's your boy Investor Black and I welcome you back to my channel. In this Amazon KDP coloring book tutorial, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to create a unique book cover for your coloring book and also how to create a unique interior design for your coloring book to publish on Amazon KDP and make money online. And you're going to be doing this using a free tool called Canva. If you don't have a Canva account, I'm going to leave a link in the description to help you get a 30-day free trial that you can use to test out what I'm about to show you in this video, guys. So basically in this video, you're going to be doing two things. You're going to be creating your book cover and you're going to be creating your interior design. So I'm going to start with the book cover, then I'm going to end with the interior design for your coloring book. I'm going to be showing you a lot of things in this video, so make sure you don't skip any part of this video. So the first thing you need to do is to create your unique cover. Unique in the sense that you can't find any other design like yours online because you literally altered some colors and some things in your design. So to create your unique cover, the first thing you need to do is to have a Canva account. Once you create your Canva account, the next thing you need to do is to determine the specs of your book, okay, your coloring book. So I've already done that using research. As you can see right here, this is all the specs of my book. My book idea is a color by number coloring book. The dimension is 8.5 by 11 inches. The number of pages is 75. The paper type is white paper. The binding type is paperback. The interior type is premium color. All these things, I was able to get them after doing my research. If you don't know how to do research, you don't have to worry yourself. I made a video on how to do research, keyword research for Amazon KDP. You can go check that video out. And if you have any questions, always ask in the comment section. I'm going to respond as much as possible. Okay, so now that we've gotten our book information, the next thing we need to do is to get our book dimensions. Okay, so that's to determine the dimensions. Okay, now we have this information, we need to determine the dimension of our cover. Okay, so remember we are working on our cover right now. So the first thing you need to do is to head over to a website called investorblack.com/cover calculator. As you can see, these are all the websites you're going to be heading to. So I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to go to a new tab and just paste this so you see the page investorblack.com/cover calculator. So let's just wait for it to load. The network is quite slow, but I mean, I have no control over the network. Yeah, so this is the page you're going to be seeing. This is the page you're going to be seeing when you visit investorblack.com/cover calculator. I've already gotten this information from my book, so I'm going to just plug all this information into the cover calculator. So the first thing is the binding type, paperback. The interior type is premium color. The paper type is white paper. The page turn direction is left to right. The measurement unit is in inches. The interior is 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay, that's the dimension. Then the page count is 75 pages. Okay, so once I've done this, the next thing you need to do is click on calculate dimensions. Okay, and I've calculated my dimensions. So these are the information about my book, specific to the book I'm making, that is 75 pages. Click on download template. Then you're going to get a zipped file downloaded to your system, to your PC, as you can see right here. So once you've downloaded that zip file, all you have to do is open up the zip file and extract it. Okay, so I'm going to click on extract, click on OK, then close it. Then if you go to my download folder, you're going to see that inside that file I have 3 files. Okay, inside the folder I have 3 files. So the 3 files are, the first one is PDF, the second one is an image, then the third one is a text document. I want you to click on the image, then it's going to open up something like this. I want you to right click on that image, click on copy, then take note of these dimensions right here. Okay, now once you take note of this dimension, the next thing you need to do is to head over to Canva. So I'm going to go to canva.com. So once you head over to canva.com, you need to start creating your design, okay, your book cover. So I'm going to go to this place that says create design. As you can see, once you click on create design, click on the custom size. Once you click on custom size, the next thing you need to do is, let me do that real quick, sorry, create design, custom size. The next thing you need to do is to go back to that image and check for the information in the image. So I have 17.426 by 11,250, 17.426, 11,250. So change this to inches. There you do 17.426 by 11,250. Okay, so just to be sure, let me confirm that. So as you can see, 11,250, 17.426. So it's correct. So click on create design. Okay, now once you click on create design, it's going to show you your canvas. Okay, it's a plain white background where you're going to be importing the template you just downloaded. So I'm going to just do a quick Ctrl V. Remember we copied that template, so once you click on Ctrl V right now, the template is going to be pasted here. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is to resize this template to fit with the canvas. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So once you've done that, the next thing you need to do is to create a background. Okay, is to create a background. So I'm going to click on element. I'm going to click on the box. Sorry, it's taking forever to load up. Okay, so I'm going to create my background using this square right here. So I'm going to click on the square, and as you can see, this is the color of the square right now. And I'm going to just drag this a little bit outside the image, then I'm going to extend this outside as well. Then the next thing I need to do is to change the color to whatever color I want. So I'm going to be using black, or let me just use something Christmassy like green. Then I'm going to be using green for the background. Make it a little bit darker by clicking here and just sliding it down a bit. Then the next thing you need to do is to reduce the opacity, make it transparent, as you can see, so that you can actually see the background, the template that is going to guide you. Okay, that's basically the first step. The second step is to get your element. Okay, after you get your element, to get your element is very simple. All you have to do is go to google.com or go to some other website that they have free image collection. So I'm going to just go to Google and just type in something that is related to Christmas. Remember, the coloring book I'm creating is a Christmas themed coloring book. So when you talk about Christmas, what comes to your mind is reindeers, Santa Claus, elves, candy cane, gifts, stockings, and stuff like that, right? So I'm going to search for reindeers. Okay, so remember, we are creating the cover, we've not started creating the interior. So for create the cover, right, reindeers cartoon HD. Okay, so you're going to see a bunch of images here, and you're going to make sure they don't have any form of watermark. Okay, because you're going to be using these images for your own personal design. So let's say I want this guy right here. I'm going to make sure that there's no watermark. As you can see, this one has a watermark, so I'm going to leave that one alone and look for the one that does not have a watermark, like this one right here. As you can see, this one doesn't have a watermark, so I'm going to just save this guy as my reindeer. So I'll call it rain 1. Then I'm going to just get another reindeer. Okay, I'm going to just get another reindeer. I'm going to just look for something simple. Let me see this guy. Okay, I'm going to save this as rain 2. Then I'm going to search for Santa. Okay, so I'm going to search for Santa. Search for Santa. Then I'm going to just choose any of them. As you can see, right click on this, save image as Santa 1. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is to search for gifts. As you can see, you can get something like this guy right here, and just save this as gift 1. Then candy cane. Okay, so this is candy cane. I'm going to go with this one because it has the Christmas colors already. I'm going to wait for it to load. If it's of low quality, don't use it. Make sure what you're downloading is of high quality. So I'm going to check this one out. Okay, this is of high quality, so I'm going to click on save images. So I'm going to just call it cane 1. Okay, so I'm going to look for another candy cane, something like this, or just, yeah, something very simple, something like this. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for it to load, then save it as cane 2. So I now have candy cane. You can get your gingerbread man, you can get your elves. So I'm going to just do one more, but you get the idea. So I'm going to get my elf cartoon, then I'm going to just use this guy because it's quite okay. Click on save, then just save it as elf 1. So now that I have some elements for my coloring book cover design, the next thing you need to do is to alter the colors of the elements. To do this is very simple, and I'm going to show you how to go about it step by step. Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm using this elf right here that I just downloaded, this particular elf. I want to change the colors of his outfit to fit my own, like to make it unique from others, so that I don't incur any copyright claims. The next thing you need to do is to go to Canva. Okay, remember we have our template waiting for us, but right now we want to do something else. Go click on create design. Okay, just use any background. Let's just say worksheet. Okay, then once you've clicked on the design and the page comes up, the next thing you need to do is to actually get to upload your elf. Remember, we are working with the elf as the design. So I'm going to click on elf, then I'm going to paste my elf here. As you can see, this is my elf. It's not transparent, it's not, as you can see. So I'm going to just increase this elf a bit. Okay, then I'm going to get some elements. Okay, so I'm going to get this circle right here. Okay, as you can see, it's red. I'm going to just make it a little big, then just take it to the top. Okay, then duplicate it, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, take it to the bottom, make sure it aligns with the one at the top, then duplicate the one at the top again. So Control C, like 12 colors, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12 plus 2, that's 14 colors in total. So I'm going to just move this elf away, then I'm going to just highlight everything. Okay, I'm going to start from the top to the bottom, highlight everything, then I'm going to go to the top right corner and click on position, then click on tidy up at the bottom, and as you can see, these colors have been tidied up. I'm going to move them to the left hand side, then I'm going to bring back my elf, then I'm going to start changing these colors. Okay, so the first one is red, the second one is pink, okay, purple, okay, yellow, orange, green, purple again. So if in case you don't have, you've run out of colors, you want to add more colors, all you have to do is go and get those color templates. So to get a color template is very simple. All you have to do is head over to investorblack.com/color space. Okay, so depending on the color you want, you're going to pick a close color to that color. So I'm going to paste investorblack.com/color space, and it's going to take me to investorblack.com/color space. As you can see, we are in color space, and let's pretend I want purple. If I don't want purple, I can change this. As you can see, drag this around. So let's say I want this green. I click on generate. It's going to generate a lot of templates, as you can see right here. All you have to do is click on this plugin, that's this plugin right here, and just screenshot it. In case you want to get this plugin, it's a plugin called light, I think light something. I'm going to leave the name in the description. So guys, to get screenshot of all these templates, as you can see, I have a limited templates here. Now you head back to your Canva, then import the templates you've gotten. As you can see, these are all templates. So let's say, for example, I want these colors that are off. These colors are off colors. I just want them because I like them. The next you need to do is to click on this guy, go to color, and you're going to see that some colors will be added from the image, as you can see right here. So I can add the colors I want from that template. As you can see, add the colors I want from that template. If I want, I can import another template, and so on and so forth. So for the purpose of not making this video too long, I'm going to just use random colors and just finish this up. Okay, so once you've gotten all your colors like this, delete the image of the template, and you have just your elf and the colors side by side. All you have to do is click on share, click on download, then download it. Now your image will be downloaded with the template. As you can see, it's downloaded. So if I open it right now, you're going to see my image and my template right here. So the next you need to do is to go to this image folder. Okay, so I'm going to just minimize this, go to the image folder, show in folder, and I've gotten to the folder. As you can see, this is it right here. The next thing you need to do is to open up this tool called Vector. Okay, this tool called Vector Magic. Go to the folder of your image. Okay, then just drag that image into Vector Magic. Okay, once you drag it into Vector Magic, your image is going to be in Vector Magic, and this is the fun part. Okay, so the next thing you need to do now is to click on fully automatic. Okay, now what's going to happen is that it's going to vectorize this image, and the reason you want to vectorize this image is so that it doesn't lose its quality. Remember, we are trying to alter the image. Okay, so in the process of altering this image, we also vectorize it. Okay, so I'm going to just show you step by step. This is the fun process. I enjoy doing this all the time. So let's just wait for it to finish processing, then I will show you how to alter using all these colors I've added. You can alter this guy and make him look completely different from what he's looking right now. Okay guys, so after a long wait, it is finished and it has vectorized. So if I zoom in, you see that this image is completely vectorized. It does not lose its quality no matter how much you zoom in to the image, and that's the main reason why I want to vectorize it. Then after you must have vectorized it using Vector Magic, the next thing you need to do is to click on edit results. Okay, so click on edit results, and you're going to see these tools here. Okay, so we want to click on color fill. Okay, because we want to start filling these colors, but we want to fill these colors with this color template that we have by the left hand side. So click on color picker, then let's say I want to change this green to purple. Okay, so I'll click on purple, then click on the green, and as you can see, it has changed. I'll click on this one, click on this one as well, and as you can see, it's now purple. It's already looking different. Okay, you can pick another color like pink and just do the same for his outfit. Okay, as you can see, you can pick another color like blue, and do the same for his outfit. You can also zoom in. It doesn't have to be very small. Okay, you can zoom in and knock yourself out to the design. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out now and just check out what I've done. So already this is unique. You can't find this on the internet because you practically colonized this design. Let me change his skin color to this guy. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So this is an elf that is orange in color, as you can see. I'm going to change this white to red, I guess. So I'm going to just go up and just pick red and put red here, and as you can see, it's completely different. Then after you must have done that, click on update. You finish customizing your design, which is this step, which is to alter the colors. You finish altering the colors. The next thing you need to do is to wait for it to come out as your design. But remember, it still has background and it still has this. We just want this guy. Okay, so after we must have gotten this guy out, this image out, we need to remove the background, remove the color template, and re-vectorize it again. Yeah, so after it almost have rendered and you now have your new design, click on next, then save this as a PNG file, because right now we are not still done. We need to edit this out and remove the background. Okay, so we now have our PNG file. The next thing you need to do is to go to your Canva and remove this design. So I'm going to go to Canva. I'm going to delete this guy. Okay, I want to delete this guy. I want to delete all these colors. Then I want to upload the new design. Okay, upload the new design. I think this guy. You know what, let me just add them side by side so you can tell the difference once we are done. So this is what our new design looks like. Excuse me. Then this is what the old design looked like. So I'm just placing them side by side so you can tell that this is different from the original design, but it's still the same character. But it is now it's now owned by you. You own this one, and this is the original one, but this is yours. You have all rights to use this the way you want. Okay, so I'm going to delete the original one. Then I'm going to just crop out this design. Okay, I'm going to crop out this design because I don't need it anymore, as you can see. Then I'm going to just crop this down a bit, as you can see. So after cropping that down, I can now increase the size of my element, increase it as much as I can. Then share, click on share at the top right, click on download. Then we have our element, as you can see, brand new element. So once our element is downloaded, the next thing you need to do is to remove the background, then re-vectorize it again. So to do that, all you have to do is head over to another website called investorblock.com/image editor. Okay, so I'm going to just go there real quick, Ctrl C, go to the browser and paste this and hit enter. Okay, so once you are in that image editor page, all you have to do is upload your new image you just downloaded. So I'm going to click on choose image, then I'm going to choose my new design from Canva, then I'm going to just remove the background. Okay, so we now have this image, the one I just finished editing, as you can see, decent quality. Go to advanced, go to transparency, then increase the force factor to about 9 or 11, then click on the outside box. Okay, and as you can see, I now have a transparent image. So all I have to do is click on this button that says save to local, then it's now in my device. And if I open the image, you're going to see that it doesn't have any background anymore. It's now a transparent image. But this is not all. We want to re-vectorize this so we can upload this to Canva. Okay, so it is not vectorized, so even if you over zoom this, it's going to lose its quality. So to vectorize it, all you have to do is click on your vector magic, shift it to the side, go to the folder where your new download is, which is this new one here. Open your vector magic, then just drag into vector magic, and you're going to see your new file. Click on fully automatic, as you can see here. As you can see, you can do this batch, you can do this by batch, you can do this for many. Okay, so I'm going to go click on fully automatic. So let's say I'm going to show you how you can do this for multiple images at once. That way you don't have to do it one by one. But let me just show you what I'm about to do. Then after that, I'm going to just explain how you can do this in bulk. That way you save more time and save more effort. Okay guys, so our image is finally vectorized. The next thing you need to do is to remove the background. Okay, you can also remove your background in vector magic. Okay, so all you have to do is click on this button that says remove background and just click outside and the background will be gone. Okay, then you click on next, then you click on next again, then you click on save as SVG. Here you can change the name to whatever you want the final name to be. So I'll just say elf altered. Okay, then click on save, then it's going to save in my downloads as elf altered. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my Canva, go back to the page where I'm supposed to put in my design, then click on upload, then the image and maybe all the images you've uploaded, you go there and you just get the vectorized version of it, which is this one right here, open, and it's going to load up into Canva as a transparent vectorized image. Okay, now you can use it in your cover, and the good thing is that you can zoom it, you can increase it, like increase it as much as you want without losing quality, because it is a vectorized image, and that's the reason why we always vectorize it before we use it. So I'm going to just put this guy here. So you're going to do the same thing and just get some other elements and just play around with them. I'm going to duplicate this there and just put one behind one. I'm going to put this one at the back, so I'm going to go to position backward. Yeah, I'm going to just, I don't know, just try to play around with this. Then I'm going to add some other elements like the tree here. Okay, then I'm going to see if my design is coming out well. Okay, so basically when designing on your cover, you don't want anything to be where they are not supposed to be. Like this is where your barcode is going to go. So if you don't have any issue with your barcode covering the bottom of this tree, then you can leave it here, but let it not exceed here. As you can see, this dotted dashes means they're going to cut this out and your image is going to be cut out. So you want your image to be within the accepted regions, which is everywhere that is white and not everywhere that is red. Okay, so I'm going to increase the opacity of this just to show you what it's looking like now, as you can see. So the next thing I want to add to my book is my spine. Okay, the spine is like the middle of your book, and the spine is usually this side. So I'm going to just add a box just for the spine, purpose of making my spine. I'm going to raise this up to the top. I'm going to reduce this just so that it's almost let me take this to the middle, just so that it's almost slightly bigger than the spine itself. Yeah, then I'm going to just take this down, and if you watch closely, it's almost covering the barcode, so you want to reduce that a bit. Okay, that's too much. Okay, then centralize it by moving it left and right till you get that line in the middle. So I've gotten my spine. You can actually write the title of your book here on the spine. Okay, you can just go to text and just type in color by number and maybe make it white. So I'm going to just do that real quick. I'll say color by number. Okay, so I'm going to just make this bold, then change the individual colors. So I'm going to change this to like, I don't know, one color, change the individual colors. Okay, so I've finished colorizing my text, so I need to just rotate this sideways, as you can see. Make sure it's 90 degrees and nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, so I'm going to just reduce this, I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, and zoom out. So as you can see, I've added the color by number here. Then let me just increase the opacity and see what it's looking like now. Okay, as you can see, this green is the same with this green, so I'm going to just change this green to something else, maybe blue. No, it's supposed to be this color. Change it to blue or even black. Okay, then let's see what this one looks like now. Okay, so I have some elements. I have this. I need to put a box here where the person can actually put his or her name on the book. Okay, so just add some elements like, I don't know, something to indicate that it is a coloring book, color by number book. There was this Santa Claus image I had, so I'm going to just look for it real quick. It's 50% colored and 50% not colored. I actually made it myself, or I can't be I can show you in this video how to go about it. Okay, but get the idea though. So this is it, and as you can see, this is Santa is 50% colored and 50% not colored. Okay, so I'm going to just reduce him, then put him up here, take these guys down because I want him to have space, then put an element behind him. Okay, centralize this, position backward, then click on your Santa, centralize the Santa here, then reduce him a bit, click on this guy, change the color to white. Okay, because I want them to see that it's a coloring book. Okay, I'm going to reduce the opacity of the white so it doesn't look too white. Then I'm going to just put this here, and I'm going to copy this color by number I just added. Okay, then I'm going to put it right under Santa Claus. But if you notice, you see that it has white in it, so I'm going to have to, I don't know, do a design. So I'm going to put this at 0 degrees, then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to reduce Santa Claus a bit. Okay, then I'm going to add some other lined out elements. Okay, just so they know that it's a coloring book. Okay, so I'm going to add this guy. I'm going to flip him sideways. I'm going to put him close to Santa. Then I'm going to add another element, a black element actually. And I'm going to just resize this. Okay, so you can see, take it down here, reduce it to this size, reduce it to this size, then change the color to black because it should match with the spine. Okay, so we have something like this, color by number. Okay, you can just put something like 75 pages. You get. So that's just basically it. So I'm going to design this, take more time to design this. I'm just giving you an idea of how I would design my book cover for the Christmas themed coloring book. Now once you've done this, confirm again if anything is out of place, everything is in order as you can see. So I'm going to close this now and click on share. Once you click on share, click on download. Once you click on download, change this to PDF print as you can see here, and click on download. That is going to download your PDF cover, your cover as a PDF format. Okay, because that's what you want to do. You want to use it as a PDF format, so you can use it when publishing your book to Amazon KDP. So after you must have altered the colors, you need to vectorize it. Then you need to import it to Canva, which is what I've already done if you were following closely. So the next thing you need to do is to design your book cover, which I've already done and exported right here, guys. So after you must have designed your book cover, the next thing is to go to the interior design, which is the inside of the book, which is where we are going to be going next. So to do that, you have to determine the borders and the margin. If you watch closely from the beginning, our book dimension is 8.5 by 11 inches. So you want to go to Canva and click on create design, click on custom size, then change this to inches, then put 8.5 by 11. I already have it in my history, so I'm going to just click that to save myself some time. Then it's going to show you your canvas. Okay, this is where you're going to be putting your coloring elements. Okay, that brings us to the second part. Okay, so once you've created your design and once you've added your dimension, the next thing you need to do is to determine your border and margin. And to do that, all you have to do is head over to investorblack.com/KDP help. Okay, KDP help. So I'm going to copy this, Ctrl C. I'm going to minimize this. Then I'm going to go to a new page. I'm going to type in investorblack.com/KDP help. And it's going to take me to a page where I'm going to see some very helpful information about borders and margins. Okay, so it's very important you know this so you don't go and put out a design that is not going to come out perfect. Okay, so from the book information, we know that my book is about 75 pages and it is 8.5 and it is without bleed. What does it mean to be without bleed? Bleed is when your coloring move from edge to edge. I don't want that. I want it to be inside and let there be borders around it. I talked more about bleed and no bleed in my former video, so my previous video, so you can go check that video out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Okay, so now that we know that my book is 75 pages, we're going to go to the KDP help, not the cover page, KDP help, and you see that mine is 75. So from the range of 24 to 150, this is what the dimension is for the inside gutter the outside gutter without bleed. I'm not going to take account into this because mine has no bleed. Okay, so the outside margin and the inside margin. So I'm going to go to my Canva and show you what the inside margin is. So the margin by the right is the inside margin, the margin by the left is the outside margin, because once you bring a page beside this page to the right hand side, because it's from left to right, this side is going to be inside and the other side is going to be inside. Okay, so that's basically it. So what you want to do, you want to start doing your margins. So to do your margins, you go to the page, help page, and check 0.375 as your margin measurement for the inside gutter, which is the inside margin. So 0.375, I'm going to go back to my Canva and I'm going to zoom in very well. Then I'm going to drag this ruler from the left hand side, 0.375. Okay, 0.375. Very okay. So I've got it. If you don't know how to get this ruler out because it's not there by default, all you have to do is click on File, then look for this place that says Show Rulers and Guides. You can also get it by clicking on Shift plus arrow. So I've already gotten my ruler here. Now we've gotten our first measurement, the big measurement. The second measurement is remember, no bleed. So the second measurement is 0.25 inches. So I'm going to go and do my 0.25 inches. So to do that, all I have to do is head back to my Canva and do the same thing. Draw the lines in and do 0.25. Okay, this is 0.25 one. I'm going to zoom in so that I can even alter it more, because the more you zoom in, the easier it is for you to actually alter this. So 0.250. So 251. Okay, let me just leave it at 251. So now that you've gotten your outer margin or your inner margin, the next thing, inner margin or your outer margin, the next thing you need to do is to get a box. Okay, this box is going to help you to just simplify it. So this first box, I'm going to use it for the outer margin, which is the 0.375. So I'm going to make it to lap, then I'm going to reduce this guy, then I'm going to rotate this guy by 90 degrees. I'm going to drag him out, then I'm going to reduce this guy, and we have a square for this first line. I'm going to duplicate this guy by Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Sorry about that. Okay, then I'm going to drag this guy in, for the inner one, as you can see. Then I'm going to rotate him as well. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So I want to do 0 degrees. Okay, then I'm going to drag this guy out, make sure it's lapping, then drag this to the inner one, as you can see. Yeah, so we have our first one and our second one. Okay, so I'm going to rotate this guy to see if it's the same thing. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to zoom out, then I'm going to take this guy to the right hand side, because remember, is the margin. Okay, so I'm going to click outside the box, drag this margin, make sure it aligns with this box here. Then this one is already here. This left one, that is the outer margin, is going to be the top and bottom margin. The gutter margin, which is the one in the middle, is going to just be for this left. So I'm going to take this guy, take him up to the top. Okay, make sure it's aligned, then drag my ruler to correspond with it. Okay, I'm going to take this guy to the bottom as well, do the same thing, make sure it corresponds. Okay, then I'm dragging my ruler down. Okay, so once you drag the ruler down, you can delete these squares. I'm going to delete this other square, and I have my margins, okay, and my border lines. So that is the it's very important to get these things. Now that I've gotten this, I need to make an outline space for my drawing. Okay, so click on, you can use this square, you can use this rounded border. So let me use this rounded border for the purpose of this tutorial. Then I'm going to just make sure it's almost, I'll just make sure it's touching the borders we just created. Okay, then I'm going to change this color to black. Okay, then I'm going to add another element, and this one is going to be white. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this one aligns with this old one, and you can do that by zooming in. Zoom in as much as you want, zoom in to the left, scroll to the top, and just adjust till you're okay with the distance. So I'm okay with this like this. As you can see, you can adjust up and down and just make sure you're getting exactly what you want. So I'm going to click this out, then I'm going to scroll down and do the same for the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to just bring it down, as you can see, bring this down all the way down to the bottom, scroll down, bring this down to the bottom, make sure it's giving me what I want. Okay, then I'm going to just zoom out just to show you what it's looking like. As you can see, so I'm going to just do this for the right hand side. Okay, then I'm going to zoom in, scroll down to the bottom, let's go to the right hand side and just drag this, okay, then zoom out. As you can see, I have something like this. Then I'm going to just change this to white. Okay, so I have like a border line. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so this is what it's going to be looking like, and this is where my designs are going to come in. And now the next thing you need to do is to, after you must have determined your borders and your margins, the next thing is to create your basic outline, which is this thing I just did now, this black outline. The next thing will be to download elements. Okay, now we need elements for our coloring book, and the elements I'm talking about is drawing outline elements. So all you have to do is think of the elements for your design. Let's say I need elf, so all you have to do is elf cartoon and add drawing in front of it, or just add coloring. Okay, and you're going to see a bunch of images like this, outlined images like this. To switch to the image section and just pick the ones that are standing alone. Don't pick the ones that are in group. Don't pick things like this. Pick things that are standing alone, like this lady standing alone. Pick individual elements one by one. Okay, let's use this guy for example. So let's say I want to use this element. It's not very high quality. Let me look for another element to use, something very, very simple. Okay, okay, let's use this guy for example. Okay, so let's wait for it to load up. Let's see if it has good quality. If it does, we're going to use it. If it doesn't, we are not going to use it. Okay, so it has great quality. So right click on this and click on save image as, then just give it a name like elf coloring page, as you can see. But this is a WebP file, so you can't save this. But what you can do is that you can screenshot this. Okay, you can actually screenshot this. So I'm going to just do that because I don't want to stress myself. Okay, so click on save, then just call it elf outline. So now that we have our elf outline, as you can see, the next thing you need to do is to remove the background and stuff like that and vectorize it. So the first way to go about this is to go to this website called investorblog.com/outliner. Okay, I'm going to right click on copy the name, then I'm going to go to my browser, then I'm going to paste this. This outliner is very, very useful. Okay, it's very, very useful if your image is just like this, or if your image has color. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you can do with that outliner. So this is the outliner page right here. So I'm going to start with a colored image. Okay, let me just search for elf cartoon. Okay, HD. So let me just search for elf cartoon HD just to show you something. So let's say the particular design you want to use does not have let's use this guy, the one we used for the illustration. Let's say you want this guy, but you want all these colors to go away, so you can use this as a drawing. All you have to do is save this image. Okay, so I'm going to save this as elf test 2 or test 3. Okay, so you go to your outliner, then go to the elf test 3 here, just drag it to the outliner, then change this to smooth pen, change this to 4, change this to the highest, then just click on convert. What's going to happen is that it's going to take away all the colors and leave just the outlines, okay, which is what we want. Okay, and you're going to be getting something that is looking like this. So now that you've gotten this, all you have to do is click on download. But for the purpose of not stressing my life, all I have to do is just click on put on coloring here, because doing this for images is going to take time. But just in case you have any special image in mind, you can use that method to actually get it to become like this. But for me, I don't want to put too much effort into making this coloring book, so I'll just make do with what I'm seeing here and just download as much as possible. Once I download as much as possible, all I have to do is vectorize the images I've downloaded. So if I downloaded 50 images, I have to vectorize them. Once I vectorize them, before I vectorize them, make sure that you click on the make it you click to make it transparent, right? So it's vectorized and it's also transparent. So this way, all you have is the line. So I'm going to just show you how to do that real quick. So go to your this vector magic. I'm going to close it, then I'm going to reopen it just to show you something. Okay, so once the vector magic comes up, you're going to see import, paste, and batch processing. This batch processing means you can add to a lot of images. So I'm going to go to my download folder. I'm going to just add some images. Okay, so let's say I have all these images. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of these images, and I just want them to be, I want to remove the background, and I also want to vectorize them so that they don't lose their quality. All you have to do is click on next. Okay, then check the design. So resize policy, auto detect image type, color mode, so custom color, number of color, leave it like that. Preserve transparency. Okay, then the next thing you need to do is to actually make this transparent. So I'm going to click on next. As you can see, so before you import this here, you can actually make it transparent here, or you make use of the outliner, because the outliner is going to make it transparent for you. If you look at our elf that we just did from the outliner, I see that this has a white background. But if you want, let me show you something. You go back to the outliner and you want that same elf to be transparent, all you have to do is click on the elf image. Okay, then just click on transparent here at the bottom. Okay, put it in smooth pen, put this in the highest here, then put this in 4, then click on convert. Then it's going to make this image transparent. So make sure that it is transparent before you head over to Vector Magic to work on it. Okay, make sure it's transparent before you head over to Vector Magic to work on it. Don't just work on it like that. Make sure it's transparent. And to make it transparent, you have to just come here and click on convert. Then it's going to load the new image without the white background, because you don't want the white background. So let's see. Yeah, so this is what it's going to be looking like. Okay, so if I should click on download, okay, then I go to my Vector Magic. Let me just cancel this real quick and just start the page again. Delete most of these ones, because these ones have white background. You don't want it to have any white background, so you want the ones that are transparent. So I'm going to show a folder. Then I'm going to just take this guy. Okay, let me just take this to the right, open my Vector Magic, drag this guy in. It is transparent, as you can see. Click on next, preserve transparency, make sure this is checked, then click on next, make sure it's SVG, then click on next. Then what's going to happen is that it's going to process all your images. Even though it's 100 images, it's going to take time, but it's going to process all your images, and it's going to make them transparent and vectorized, and that is what you want for your coloring book. So I'm going to just allow you to process, then I'm going to go import this into Canva. So once it's done, click on show export folder, then you're going to see where your file is. As you can see, it is having this Chrome logo, meaning that it's an SVG file. Okay, so all you have to do is import it to Canva. So I'm going to close all these folders, then I'm going to go back to my Canva for my coloring page. As you can see, then I'm going to click on uploads, then I'm going to upload that file, the image I just vectorized. Okay, so once you upload it, you're going to be seeing this black and white outline. Okay, so that's basically what you need to do. And remember, this is a color by number book. So basically what you're doing is that you're coloring this by number, and remember we have our reference here. Okay, we have our reference here, so we are going to use this reference to get our colors. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing we did before, right? We are going to add some elements, circle elements. Okay, so I'm going to drag this up, then I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate it, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Then I'm going to take this one to the right. Okay, then I'm going to just duplicate this like 6 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to just hold shift. Okay, hold shift, then click on each and every one of them to highlight them. Make sure that you're not selecting your background as well. Make sure that it's only the elements, if not it's going to affect your background. So let me just do that again. I think I was selecting my background too. I don't want issues. Okay, so click on this guy, then go to position at the top right corner and click on tidy up. Then your image is going to be tidied up like this. Just center it. Okay, then start changing the colors. Okay, so since this image is in this is here right now, and you click on this one and you click on color, it's going to take reference from all these colors right here. Okay, so I'm going to just use let's say the first one should be red, the second one should be purple, the third one should be orange, the fourth one should be green. Just following the design here. Fifth one should be yellow for the belt, the sixth one should be white for the eye, The other one should be black, and the last one should be, I think, purple. Okay, so now that I've done this, the next thing you need to do is to add a background. Okay, a different background entirely. So I'm going to be using this guy as my background, and I'm going to be using let's say lemon or something like this as a color. Then all you have to do is just drag this to the top. Okay, just rearrange it, make sure it aligns with images. Drag this to the right, as you can see. Drag this down a bit, reduce this. Okay, then just take it to the top, then change the position to backward because you want it to be behind all the colors, as you can see. And confirm if you're okay with what you're seeing. Okay, so it's centralized. So now that you've done this, you need to number these colors that you've added. Okay, you need to number these colors that you've added. So to number the colors you've added, what you have to do is click on text at the top left, at the left corner, then click on add a heading, then just put in 1, then just reduce the size of your 1 so that it's not too big, but it's big enough to be seen clearly. Then count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Ctrl C 2. So I'm going to just duplicate this one. Ctrl C 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to just start to arrange this one so that it is matching with the other one. So I'm trying to just get it to align. So that way you have a color template for this guy, and whoever is coloring will know that this is what the color is representing. 1 is red, 2 is purple, like that. So now based on what you're seeing here, you're going to check. So we have purple on the hat and we have brown for his hair, although I didn't put the brown. So you have to take account of all this. So we have purple. So let me say purple is 2. I'm going to copy my purple, Ctrl C, paste it and drag it to where I want purple to be. Okay, paste it again and drag it to where I want purple to be. See what I'm doing? Paste it again and drag it to where I want purple to be. You can resize your numbers according to the space that is available. I'm not going to stress my life by doing that. So the next thing you do is the green, which is 4. You copy it, paste it, drag it to where you want green to be, which is his shirt and his pants. So do the same thing. Okay, then you want the shoes to be red, so copy one, paste, take it to the shoes, take it to the side. As you can see, it's really easy, really easy. Okay, so everywhere that you want to be red, you put in your red. Okay, the shoes, I want the shoes to be red too. Then you want his skin to be orange, so Ctrl Z, Ctrl V, put it on his face. Okay, then for the hair, let me just use black since I don't have the brown. Well, in your case, you have to take account of this and just do this. So for the purpose of illustration, that's why I'm doing this. Then after this, you can now delete the original image and you have your coloring book. There you can duplicate your pages. Before you duplicate your page, make sure you don't have any drawing on the page. I already have a drawing, so if I duplicate this, it's going to duplicate this drawing, which is something I don't want. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to just show you how to duplicate. Click on your page, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and V. Okay, so to make this easy for you, make sure you add as many colors as you can here. That way you don't have to be adding individual colors for each page. You just pick the color that suits what your reference and just make sure that your coloring book is good to go. Now that we've done this, the next thing you need to do is click on share to export your coloring book. Click on download, then change this to PDF print. Okay, so once you click on PDF print, click on download, and your PDF of your coloring book will be downloaded completely. If I open it just to check it out, you're going to see that I have my coloring pages here, as you can see. The next thing you need to do is to publish your coloring book. Remember, we've designed our cover and we've designed our interior like this. The next thing you need to do is to publish it to Amazon KDP. Make sure you've done your research. I made a video about how to do research. That is the most important part. If you don't do good research, your design is not going to be seen by the people that are willing to buy it. Okay, so that's why you need to do the research to get the correct keywords to plug in when publishing your book to Amazon KDP. Yeah, so after you must have downloaded your elements, the next thing you need to do is to remove the white background, which we did, vectorize, which we did, import to Canva, which we've done, and design your book interior, which we've done, and we've published our book. And that is basically how to go about it. The next thing is just to publish it, which is very simple. I shared how to publish in my former video as well. So this video is already getting very long, but basically to publish is very simple. All you have to do is go to Amazon, kdp.amazon.com. So I'm going to do that right now. Once you're at kdp.amazon.com, click on sign in. Then put in your Amazon details if you don't have one already. I already have one. As you can see, the book I published in my last video hasn't been approved yet. It's still being reviewed. So once it's approved, I'm also going to share my progress with you guys and share how much the books I'm publishing are making on Amazon KDP, because I'm 100% sure from my past experience as a publisher that my books do sell. Okay, so click on create. Click on create, then paperback. Okay, paperback. Then for the paperback, it's going to take you to the next page. English, your book title. So I've already written down some titles, so I'm going to pause this and just fill it in with all those details just to show you how it's done. Okay guys, so I have finished filling in the details like I said, and it was based on the research I did. So I've added my title, my subtitle, edition number, no need. Author, I added my name, iBlack Publishing. Contributors, no contributor apart from myself. Description, make sure that your title and your description has your keywords in them. Okay, be as descriptive as possible. The more descriptive you are, the more likely you're going to sell, because people that want to buy are the most descriptive. Okay, so these are my 7 keywords. Then the category, you can choose a category. I'm actually looking for children coloring book, but I've not seen it, so I just chose activity books. Then under low content, don't tick anything. Adult content, don't tick anything. Click on save and continue. Okay, so I have an error here. Maybe I should choose those. So I'm choosing no adult content. Save and continue. So it has saved successfully, guys. So on this next page, as you can see, my title has appeared, and get a free key. Assign me KDP. Assign. Okay. So they've assigned me my number. So publication date should be today's date. Standard color, premium color. I want premium color. Then trim size, select different size, 5.8 by 11 inches, 8.5 by 11 inches. Let me confirm that. Sorry, 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay, so 8.5 by 11 inches. Bleed, no bleed. Okay, then matte, I think I'll choose matte. Then paperback manuscript. So I'm gonna just get my manuscript. Okay, nothing too special. I'm just trying to just show you what it looks like. I'm not going to publish this because I'm still working on my own personal PM book. Okay, so don't use Cover Creator, upload your own cover. So I'm going to go get my cover, which is this one right here. So allow the cover to load up and see what it looks like, guys. Okay guys, so I've uploaded my manuscript and I've uploaded my cover. Okay, the manuscript is the interior of your book. Okay, so there was a problem processing. Please check your file and try it again. The reason why I'm seeing this error is because of my page. My page is not up to the pages has 7 pages, as you can see. It's up to be a minimum of 24. So that is the error. But at this point, all you have to click is launch previewer, and let's just see if it's going to preview. Okay, there was an issue. So basically, once you launch previewer, I just check your book and see how it's looking. I don't want this video to be too long, so this is where I'll call it a day. If you want to see how to publish, in my previous video I did that extensively. You can also check that out. I'm going to leave the link in the description. The main purpose of this video is to show you how to design unique elements for your book, for your coloring book and stuff like that. And I think I've done justice to that. If you're joining my channel for the first time, I make a lot of videos about making money online, and these things are practical things I do myself. As you can see, I've taken time to show you what I do. Yeah, and these are things that have been working for me. So do well to give me a thumbs up so that this video is going to be recommended to other people that would like this kind of video. Also subscribe to my channel if you want your boy to grow. Have a nice day, and I love you guys so much. Bye.